Hello there. Wow. Perfect. Wonderful. Well done.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? The Nintendo Beast here, and it is time again for another My Nintendo Rewards unboxing video. I'm excited. Let me show you this real quick. This came in a big old box. A big old box from Nintendo of America. First of all, look at the size of this thing, okay? If this is not indicative of a lot of really cool items, I don't know what is. But when I say that, I'm totally joking because this is all air. This box is 100% accuracy insured. Insured by, not insured, mind you. It's not insured. It's accuracy insured by electronic verification. And there's even warnings. There are straight warnings on the bottom and the top of the box that say, warning, do not accept if red and white seal is broken. Like, this is some sketchy stuff, Nintendo. Why are you packaging your My Nintendo rewards like this? Oh, here we go. We're cutting the accuracy verification, electronic verification tape. There's no going back here now. We're ripping the tag off the mattress. Now, when I first introduced this box, I made the joke that it was all air inside. And you probably thought, oh, he's joking. He's probably got something big in there. No. I've got some big air in here. Half of this box is air. Inflated plastic. Okay, yeah, so that's all the air. We've emptied out the box of air. I do want to go on record and acknowledge that I paid like somewhere between $5 and $7 for shipping here. I feel like Nintendo, you could have offered me cheaper shipping on these otherwise free items by not packaging it so ridiculously. That's all I'm saying. I mean, in the past, I've gotten little boxes, which would have been fine for this. I've gotten even like media mailers, like bubble mailers. That would have been fine. Granted, I paid the same price each time, but, you know, it's just unnecessary. I don't need this big box, and you guys, you'll see what I'm talking about right now. Because Christmas is over, I'm gonna start with the Christmas item. A Super Mario Christmas ornament. So I am gonna keep this in the cardboard protector, at least for now, until next year when I put my Christmas tree back up, and maybe I'll hang it then. Hopefully you can kind of see the print there of Mario. It's a nice little Christmassy print. He's wearing a Santa hat. He's got presents. There's a Bob-omb by his feet. It is kind of a faint print on the white ornament. It's not just your screen. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of a glare from my lighting. Tilting down probably helps a little bit. But it is kind of a faint print. I would have liked to see it pop a little bit more, especially on a otherwise white ornament. The ornament itself feels like it feels like a thick plastic compared to a lot of ornaments that I feel like you could drop and they would shatter right away. This does feel relatively shatter resistant. If you can hear that ASMR right there, it does feel pretty thick plastic. So that's, you know, that's a plus. On the flip side of that same argument, though, the ornament topper here does look and feel very, very cheap. It's like a very, very cheap plastic. And then you also have this very, very cheap gold ribbon type of, like string type of thing to hook it onto your tree. Not a big deal. I know a lot of ornaments, especially souvenir ornaments that you get for free places. I know a lot of ornaments have these kind of cheap looking plasticky gold or silver tops to them, so I can't really complain all that much about that. Overall, I really dig it. It's a really cool little souvenir, and it's seemingly somewhat durable souvenir Christmas ornament. The only thing that I would like to say, it's pretty much on par with what I expected. The only complaint is that I wish that print was a little bit brighter and it popped a little bit more against the white background. But other than that, I'm here for it. So next up here, out of the box, kind of going in line, we had Christmas, and then we had New Year's, and it's 2022, people. The next item up here is a 2022 calendar. But fresh out of the plastic sleeve, there it is. On the back, you just have this black, it says 2022 calendar. So we pop this bad boy open, and first thing we're going to do here, first thing I'm going to show you is the way it opens up. So inside the packaging, as you see, you have this really nice kind of ornate, like Club Nintendo, or not Club Nintendo, My Nintendo. It used to be Club Nintendo. My Nintendo print on the inside there. This is literally just packaging to contain all of the images and the actual like easel for the calendar. Beyond that, you get this kind of like deck of cards inside here, which I'll show you in a second. And then the back is similar. If you saw one of my recent, maybe the last one I did before this, if you saw the last My Nintendo Rewards unboxing I did, the one item was a Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD acrylic print, I believe. And it came with kind of like a cheap, crappy cardboard easel that was disappointing for the item. Now this was a lot cheaper, and the cardboard easel thing, it's the same kind of deal as that Zelda item, except it was expected to be this quality with a little cheap, you know, tabletop calendar. It makes more sense. It's not like a piece of artwork that you're trying to put on display, you know what I mean? So you got the easel. This is on the back of the stack. So real quick here, we'll blaze through all 12 months, all 12 images here in this calendar. As you can see, the top sheet, the cover sheet, is that 2022 calendar that we saw before. On the back of that, similar to like a regular big calendar, you have like all 12 months in a little wrap-up form type of thing. I'm not sure what the point of this ever was in a calendar, but it, you know, every calendar has it, so here it is. January, of course, the first month, we have Super Mario himself. And then there's the back real quick. You see Mario and Luigi. February is, of course, for Splatoon. I don't know why I say of course, but it's for Splatoon. And then there we go with the back and the inkling on there. Now, March stands to reason. We've got big old Tom Nook from Animal Crossing New Horizons here. And then on the back, we've got Timmy and Tommy, the Nooklings. For the month of April, we've got Link and the Legend of Zelda. And then there we go with the back there. May, we've got Pikmin 3. And again, there on the back. For the month of June, we've got this cool picture of Samus from Metroid Dread. And again on the back there. July, of course, we've got this nice old pic of Yoshi. And again on the back. August one is pretty cool. We've got the entire cast of Breath of the Wild on there, which is really, really nice. And that's what we have on the back of this month. September, we kick it back to Animal Crossing New Horizons with a big old pic of KK Slider. And then, of course, the Dodo Boys from Dodo Airlines on the back here. October, we've got some more Splatoon and the back here. November, we've got Bowser and Bowser Jr. I kind of feel like these ones should have been October, but who am I to say? So this is November. And then the back, maybe they're going for like a whole Koopa Army family Thanksgiving vibe here. I don't know. Still feels like it should be probably October. And then, of course, to close out the year and the calendar, fittingly, we have, of course, Isabelle in her little winter sweater. And then we have Blathers and Celeste on the back there. So that's our 2022 desktop My Nintendo calendar. Very, very cool. I'm excited to put this on my my workstation here in front of me. Like I said, all of these prints, plus it comes with the little handy-dandy standy thing. And those all go together nicely, and then they go back inside this little storage thing that it came with here. Next up, I've got two. I'm going to do a 2-for-1 here. Because they kind of go along with each other. I don't know what to call these. I think they're called phone holders. I remember pop sockets used to be a thing. I don't think that's what this is. I think these are just flat out phone holders. And I've got the Piplup phone holder. And I've got the Legend of Zelda shield phone. I'll show you. I'll show you. The first one I've got here is the shield. This is the sticky part. You peel the white stuff off, I assume, the white film off, and then you stick it to the back of your phone. Trying to get this thing as close to the camera as possible here. There it is, the actual shield there. I'll tilt it so you can see what I'm looking at here. This little ring on it does twist, it bends. The thing does feel pretty sturdy. It feels pretty well made. The ring itself is metal, and then you got like the plastic shield. You could use this as like a kickstand for your phone, I guess. It does bend both ways. It twists both ways. I don't know if I'll ever actually use it. I've never had a phone holder on my phone before, but it is pretty cool. And I think it's pretty straightforward how to use this, but in case it's not, there is a little instruction manual that comes with it as well. So, you know, it's very tiny fine print, but it exists. And the reason I'm doubling this up with the Piplup one is because they're literally the exact same thing. They just have different designs, obviously. Same exact thing as the shield from The Legend of Zelda. It's just shaped like Piplup. Again, pretty decent quality. Feels nice. Plastic Piplup, metal ring. And now on to our fifth, technically, and final item here. Got a poster. A poster tube. What do we got over here? What do we got over here? Let's open it up and find out. So right out of the gate here, lots of tape on either end of this thing. We're gonna have to bring the knife back into play. Is this what the verification was all about? Is this like electronically verified not to be a pipe bomb or something? Like, God, it's so hard to get open. Okay, are we sure this isn't a pipe bomb? Why is this so ridiculously difficult to open up? I wanna, woo! There's the money. Okay, so we did that, and we didn't damage the contents inside, so I'd consider that to win. Oh, what do we got over here? Some shiny Metroid Dread? Some shiny Dread? Let's do it. Now, as I open these, I do want to go on record and say that I had such a hard time getting these posters. It was a long fought battle. My first promo code expired, like right away, and I had to fight with Nintendo to give me my rewards points back, and they were like, sorry, we can't give you the poster because your code expired. And then like a day later, they relisted the posters because probably, I assume, a lot of people's codes expired without them realizing it. Oh my God. Okay, these are really pretty though. They're thinner than I expected them to be to some extent, but look at this. We got some metallic. I'm gonna hold it back as far as possible to get it all on film. We got metallic Metroid Dread posters. So they actually comes in with two of them. I'm gonna try to bend them and contour them so they catch the light in every which way for you guys on camera. But look at that, dude. Look at that. The first one is a portrait, and the second one is in landscape. Let me try to hold this open so you guys can actually get the scope of this thing. Look at that though. I'm trying to keep this thing open because it is just unrolled, so it's a little bit, it wants to roll back up pretty bad. But yeah, look at that. I'm trying to tilt it so you can get the full grasp of this. They're both metallic. They're both very, very cool. On camera, they might have come across more rainbowy than they actually are, the way they catch the light. Hopefully you got a scope of the actual color scheme. Like, these posters are printed correctly. Like, they look, I'm not sure what the footage looks like, but they are the correct color. They just have this metallic sheen on them, this shine that when it catches the light, you get that rainbow, you know, holographic looking. It's just so cool. I have to say, it was well worth the fight with Nintendo to get my hands on these bad boys. These are hanging on a wall. These are getting framed, actually. These are very cool. Now, based on my enthusiasm alone, you could probably guess which item is my favorite here. And the best in show this time on my unboxing here from My Nintendo Rewards goes to the Metroid Dread posters. They are so dope. But what about worst in show? Reluctantly, I'm always reluctant to crap on any of the My Nintendo rewards because at the end of the day, they're free, right? They're free and they're fun and they're nice for fans. You just pay for shipping, which is why I let them all kind of accumulate up until their expiration dates, and then I cash out and get them all sent to me in a single shipment. This shipment's worst in show is unfortunately probably the Mario Christmas ornament. And the only reason I say that is because the actual print is a little bit smaller and a little bit less stellar than I was hoping for. Other than that, it does feel durable. It's actually more durable than I expected it to be, or at least feeling more durable than I expected it to be. The super duper cheap looking topper on there is a letdown, but again, that's kind of to be expected with souvenir Christmas ornaments, so it's not that big of a deal. Let me know, in your opinion, which items you thought were the coolest, which ones were the lamest. Let me know in the comments what My Nintendo rewards you've cashed in for recently. But in the meantime, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel here and ring that bell for notifications for when I do live streams here on the channel every single month, and when I upload new video content such as this every single weekday, Monday through Friday of every single week. Make sure to smash that like button on this video and leave me a comment in the comment section below. But until next time, once again, I am the Nintendo Beast. Thank you so much for watching.